Audia's joined us. Let's admit her this time. Since she's on time and in the right Zoom.
Got it.
She's probably been on there since 11 or since 10. All right, let's go to the Zoom launch meeting. Audience connecting to audio.
Did you respond to Patterson? Telling me it doesn't matter instead of borrowing links for.
You're muted right now. Have you heard from the other side at all?
Are you addressing me, Your Honor?
Yes.
I have not. As she's not showed at a couple of hearings related to this matter in the court below.
Okay.
So I don't know that that would be any
Oh.
different.
She's not online right now, so I'll give her, I don't know, 5-10 minutes, maybe. Maybe
Sure.
5.
I have a witness that should be joining as well. Her name is Cindy Consuela. So I don't know if she's on the line yet.
Forrester's on. I haven't seen.
Oh, okay. Meredith is okay.
Yeah.
She's probably using her login. That's fine.
Okay. Yeah, they're there waiting, so.
Okay, fantastic.
I'll give her another, let's say 5 minutes, and then we'll let you prove it up.
All right. Appreciate it.
Sure. Are you ready to do this?
Anytime the court's willing.
Let's do it. It is, let's go on the record. This is 03187-2021. It's Allure versus Shandika Mack and all other occupants. It is now 11:07. This case was set for 11 o'clock. Plaintiff is here represented by counsel. Defendant has failed to show. She was sent a Zoom invite. And you want me to go ahead and bring in your witness?
Yes, please.
You have to unmute. It's a little red microphone button. There you go. All right. You can call your first witness.
Thank you, Your Honor. Greg Meyer for the plaintiff. And just a couple of clarification matters on the record. On January 19th, we also cross-served notice of this proceeding on the defendant and included in that filing the Zoom meeting instructions as well. So I think she's been doubly served. Also, for the convenience of the court, on January 19th, we filed a list of witnesses and our exhibits for trial, and those actual trial exhibits are attached to that list, and we'll be referring to those in our presentation.
Okay.
Okay, fantastic. With that, we will go ahead and call our first witness, Cindy Consuela. She should be on the line there.
If you would, raise your right hand and be sworn. Do you swear or affirm testimony about to give in this cause be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
May I proceed, Judge?
Yes.
All right, thank you. All right, Ms. Consuela, could you state your name for the record, please?
Sure, it's Sydney Sensulo.
Okay, and what is your relationship with the Allure, the plaintiff in this case?
I'm the assistant manager.
All right, and as assistant manager, do your job duties and functions include monitoring the tenants that you have at that community to make sure that they honor and fulfill their lease terms and obligations?
Yes, that's correct.
All right. And you also have responsibility for initiating eviction proceedings against those tenants who fail to do so?
Yes.
All right. And you're familiar with the case against Shandika Mack, the defendant in this case, is that right?
Yes.
All right. Now, you should have before you a series of exhibits. I want to direct your attention to the exhibit that's been marked for identification purposes as Plaintiff's Exhibit 1. Do you have that in front of you?
Yes.
All right. Can you identify that document, please, for the court?
Sure. This is going to be a TAA Texas lease contract.
All right.
Go ahead. Sorry.
This is the actual apartment lease contract between the Allure and Miss Mack. Is that right?
Yes.
All right. And you just testified it's a standard Texas Apartment Association lease contract form. Is that right?
Yes.
All right. Now, examining the document on the bottom of each page, it's either initialed on pages 1 through 7, and on page 8 bears the actual signatures of both parties. Is that right?
Yes, that's correct.
All right. And is it your testimony that this is a true and correct copy of the lease agreement between the Allure and Miss Mack as maintained in the business records of the community?
Yes.
Judge, we'd like to go ahead and move for admission of Plaintiff's Exhibit 1, please.
Plaintiff's 1's admitted.
Now, I need to ask you just a couple more questions about the lease contract. Looking at the first page, the stated rent and charges is what figure?
$14.96.
All right. And of that, what is the actual rental component?
$14.25.
That's the pure rent number. Is that right?
Yes.
All right. Now, did there come an occasion when Miss Mack failed to pay her rent as agreed on that contract?
Yes,
When did that start?
it started in April of 2020.
All right, April of 2020. She failed to pay rent for that month. Is that right?
Yes,
All right. And that failure to pay has continued through today. Is that right?
yes,
All right. You have before you what's been marked for identification purposes as Plaintiff's Exhibit 2. Can you identify what that document is for the court, please?
this is going to be the ledger for rent payments and credits.
For Miss Mack's rental account, is that right?
Correct, yes, yes,
All right. And this ledger accurately reflects the charges and credits for her rental account for her tenancy at Allure. Is that right?
yes,
All right. And I see that the resident ledger was prepared as of January 19th of this year. Is that right?
yes,
All right. And again, this is a document that was maintained as part of the normal business operations of the community. Is that correct?
yes.
All right. Judge, we would like to go ahead and move for admission of Plaintiff's Exhibit 2.
Plaintiff 2 is admitted.
Now, did the Allure provide Ms. Mack with a notice to vacate for non-payment of rent before it initiated the eviction proceeding in the justice court below?
Yes,
All right. You have before you what's been marked for identification purposes as Plaintiff's Exhibit 3. Can you identify that document, please?
yes, this is going to be the 30-day notice that we provided to Ms. Mack back in August.
All right. To vacate the premises, correct?
Correct, yes,
All right. And it's dated August 17th. Is that right?
yes,
All right. Turning to the second page of that document, whose signature appears on that page?
that's going to be Taylor Williams. He was the assistant manager at the time.
Okay. And it indicates that it was hand delivered to Ms. Mack on that date. Is that right?
That is correct, yes.
All right. Your Honor, we'd like to go ahead and move for admission of Plaintiff's Exhibit 3.
Plaintiff 3 is admitted.
All right. Just to summarize where we are with this case and the relief that you're seeking from the court on behalf of the Allure, you're seeking a judgment against Ms. Mack for possession of the property. Is that correct?
Yes,
All right. And just to be clear, could you state the address, the full address of the property on the record, please?
sure. It's going to be 4300 Horizon North Parkway, apartment 1122, and that's Dallas, Texas 75287.
All right. And in addition to possession of the property, you're also seeking to recover a judgment for the 10 months of past due rent from April of 2020 through January of 2021. Is that right?
Yes, that's correct.
All right. And based on your testimony that the pure rent component of the rental charge was $1,425 per month, the rent claim for the past 10 months totals $14,250. Is that right?
Yes,
And that's part of the judgment that you're seeking.
yes,
All right. You're also seeking to recover any court costs that the apartment community has incurred in prosecuting this eviction case. Is that right?
yes,
And the property hired legal counsel to assist it in that endeavor and is also seeking to recover its reasonable and necessary attorney's fees. Is that right?
yes,
All right. And have you been satisfied with the services that you have received from your legal counsel?
yes.
I appreciate that. With that, Your Honor, we'll pass the witness
Call your
unless
next
the
witness.
court has any questions.
I don't.
Oh, thank you, Judge. I'd like to call myself as to the issue of attorney's fees, if I may.
You may.
Thank you. May it please the court. My name is Greg Meyer. I'm an attorney licensed to practice law in the state of Texas and have been so licensed since November of 1988. My practice includes the representation of parties to landlord-tenant disputes and has included such since being licensed. Throughout my legal career, I've appeared in numerous similar cases of matters of this type now before the court, including Collin County and including this very court. Based on that, I'm familiar with the reasonable and necessary attorney's fees on matters of this type in Collin County. My normal billable rate for matters of this type is $300 per hour. Through trial today, I will have spent in excess of 5 hours on the representation of the allure in the prosecution of this eviction proceeding. This is now our 4th hearing related to this matter because we are representing the allure in the court below as well. So we had a CDC contest hearing that we were successful in challenging in the JP court. There was one eviction hearing that was continued. So we had to make 2 appearances on the eviction hearing. Then the appeal ensued, and now we're before this court. So this is the 4th hearing that we've had to attend. And in addition to that time, we did file certain pleadings and things, most notably recently an amended petition before this court, a list of witnesses and exhibits, and proposed final judgment. Based on all of that, it would be my opinion that the sum of $1,500 would be a reasonable and necessary attorney's fees on for representation of the allure through trial today when considering the time spent in the court below as well. Pass myself as a witness. Unless the court has any other questions, we would rest, close, and pray for judgment.
All right. I will grant judgment for possession plus rent in the amount of $14,250 plus attorney's fees of $1,500 plus all court costs. And I am signing judgment right now, so it should be good to go as of today.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure we had pre-filed a proposed order, but it didn't have the numbers in it. So if I need to do another one, let me know.
No, I have it.
Okay.
I'll fill it in. All right. Thank you all.
I appreciate that. Maybe we be excused then.
Yes. See you later.